Jim, we'll just start with opening remarks following today's match here against Denver.
Yeah, tough game. Tough game. I thought we all had a lot of confidence coming into the home stretch here after Utah. So disappointing from us for sure. Credit to Denver. I thought they played great. And yeah, I think we really need to regroup. We have a full week of training ahead and looking to get our momentum back and hopefully get 3 points against Kansas City next weekend.
Thank you. Questions here. We'll go with Max.
Hi, Jane. Good evening. I know there's a lot on your mind probably after a match like that, but to at least get your mind off a little bit, 200 appearances ain't half bad. You've obviously been the longest tenured player. You've been the face of this franchise for quite some time. When this roster is so young, and there are so many rookies in that starting lineup right now, particularly with now another injury with Kiki, how valuable do you feel like you are in that locker room? Do you feel like it's more valuable than it ever has been, considering that you are now one of the few veteran voices, let alone the captain?
Yeah, I hope it's important. I've been here a long time. I'm honored to have every game I've played in a Dash Crest, of course. It's been a dream come true. I think for the rookies and myself, not just me, but like any veteran on the team, really, I think it's really important that, not that this is occurring, but it's really important that we don't separate from them. I think, a lot of rookies in this league come in with tons of confidence. They've come from really, really either successful college careers or maybe in high school, even they're that young. And I think they come into this league maybe thinking everything's going to be sunshine and rainbows. I did that my rookie year coming from Stanford, and I had a rude awakening. And the great part about this league and the thing that makes it so fun is anyone can win on any given day, regardless of the table. And I think it's just so competitive and so taxing at times that I think it's important for the veteran players to make sure that the rookies know that, hey, it's okay that, it's like these tougher times, but the season is so long. It's not like a college season where it's so short. We have tons of time to gain ground back, and I think it's really important for all the veterans, including myself, to make sure we keep them on board and keep them motivated and make sure they're having fun first and foremost.
And speaking of the taxiness of the league, you've now got the opportunity to see both expansion teams action. Boston, it's understandable. It was their second match ever. It was understandable why you guys were able to take advantage of them. What have you seen now for the first time looking at Denver on paper and looking at now what their culture could be, as now you kind of being the overseeing eye, looking at their offense and getting the bare brunt of it, particularly in that first half? What was it like just watching that club?
Yeah, I think on paper they've at least to me, I thought they were very talented, on paper at least, and then obviously playing them, they put everything together. I thought what we scouted them was what they showed, and unfortunate that we didn't capitalize on our game plan, but I'm really, really proud of Boston and Denver. I think they have bright futures in this league, two amazing cities and two amazing fan bases, and it was a great challenge for us today. It'll be another challenge for when we go to Denver and then when we go to Boston and play them as well. So I'm excited that the league is growing, and I'm ecstatic that they're doing so well, both clubs.
It seemed that one of the silver linings that at least in this scoreless streak in these last 4 matches was the box defense, and you guys at least being a unit when it comes to set pieces and that sort of thing. It didn't sort out that way tonight. What can you say about at least not just one, but multiple chances where it almost seemed like you were kind of like the one wall standing in front, and at least your back line may have been a little bit disorganized?
Yeah, I think, I can throw my hand up there, and organization comes from me, and I could have missed the mark a bit, and once one domino falls with the organization, then the next, and then the next. So, I'll defend my back line through thick and thin. I think they're amazing, and I'll throw my hand up and defend them and say that my organization wasn't as efficient as it should have been.
And a quick follow-up to that. How maybe odd was it to see a player, like Delaney on the opposite end and have her now score off of you, going to be from teammates to this, and have her first goal on a new team be in this building? Was that maybe a little ironic, and maybe at least feeling like you'll be like, oh wait, that was her?
Yeah, It's obviously not fun to get scored on, but listen, like Yaz, Delaney, Abby, they are incredible players, and they had their time here and did amazing, and left for different reasons, but I wish them all the best, and I'm so happy that they're successful in Denver and valued and are doing great. So obviously I don't want them to score on us ever again, but at the same time, I'm always cheering for them. They were my teammates once, and I'll always be rooting for them.
And lastly for me, you mentioned already, obviously at the top, how important your leadership is going to be to this young locker room. Now with the fact that, we're not necessarily sure what Kiki's timeline is with obviously Roby's injury, how important is it for you in this stretch where it is now, you guys get at least a couple days off, how important is it for you to at least be the vocal voice to your offense? Not maybe not just your back line, but to your offense of trying to at least motivate maybe being aggressive, or maybe almost pushing the aggressiveness to try to just at least spark a fire and at least maybe get some momentum back on.
Yeah, I think the front group, I don't want to call them the front two because so many people are up there, but the front group, I think, needs to have confidence in themselves, and I think that's a huge part of anybody's game in this sport, in any sport, is to have confidence in yourself, and I think that could be a big role of mine, is to help their self-belief. I know they can do it. They've shown it in training. We see it every day that they can put the ball in the back of the net, and I think we need to have that same confidence in the game and not feel so much pressure to just perform for Coach Fabrice and count every minute that they're on the field. I think they do so well when they play freely and just, it's like clockwork for them when they don't think, and I think my role coming up will be huge in just giving them confidence. No one wants to be battered or yelled at and anything like that. So I have full faith in them. I know the group has full faith in them to get us some points and some goals on the board, and we're going to need it coming up.
We'll wrap up with that. Jane, thank you.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you, Jay.